Hello, happy Tuesday. Michelle from Two Brothers Blankets here. Sorry, I think I'm like a minute or two late. I was just on another call, a Zoom call, so I don't know if you guys know what that is, but with someone else. So now I am trying to get organized and all that good stuff. So while people join, I will get organized. Get all my stuff together. Hello, hi, happy Tuesday. For those of you joining, this is Michelle from Two Brothers Blankets. Today I am super excited about the topic because it's fun. We're going to talk about balance. Let me find the page that I'm on in my notebook. I wrote some notes so I don't forget what to talk about. And I have a ton of exciting things going down this week and next to finish out the month of August. I'm like super excited. I don't know if you saw, but I hit, my Instagram page hit 3,000 followers this week. I think it was Sunday that we hit 3,000 followers. I was so excited. To finally get there. Sometimes it feels like it takes forever. So now I have a giveaway planned for getting to 3,000 followers. So I'm working on that. Hi, if you're here, say hello. Let me know where you're joining from. Let me know what you're crocheting. I am not crocheting today. Today is a computer day. Unfortunately, I do not love computer work. I'm typing up the pattern that I've been posting about and hoping to get it off to testers by this evening, and just working on my blog and some other things. So today is a computer day. Hopefully I can crochet later tonight after the kiddos go to bed, but we'll see. Hello everyone, if you're here, say hello. Let me know what you're crocheting. Let me know where you're crocheting from or joining from. I was just saying that I am super excited about today's topic, and I'm super excited about some fun things we have going on over here at Two Brothers Blankets. I've got 3,000 followers, just hit 3,000 followers on Sunday, so now I'm planning a giveaway. I'm hoping to have it ready by Friday. I have some other pattern designers putting in some items for giveaway. I have a hand-dyed yarn company that is giving away some hand-dyed yarn. I have a crochet hook from Ashley Leather Designs, handmade crochet hook to give away, and then I have a new pattern design coming out this week. Should be Thursday. I'm looking at my calendar over here. Thursday I have another pattern myself to release, so that will probably be included in the giveaway too. For part of the 3K giveaway, I guess is what we'll call it. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the new pattern release. It's a hat, and I have not made a hat in quite a while. So I'm excited to have a new hat pattern release. Yeah, and so now we're getting into September. The pattern I'm typing up today is going to be for September. And then hopefully tomorrow I can start on another pattern, another design for September. So exciting way to end the month, huh? I'm excited. Let's see who's here. Hello. I'm making my little girl a Princess Peach dress. How cute. Sweet Seattle Panda says, so excited. Congrats on the 3,000. Thank you. Hi from England. Hi. How are you? What time is it in England? I always forget if you guys are ahead of us, right? Yeah. I don't know. You can tell me. Well, welcome everyone. I'm so glad to have you here. If you're listening on a replay, which it's live right now, but if you catch this after I'm live, let me know that you've heard it you're listening on the replay. I love to know like when people are watching and when's the best time and stuff. But Tuesdays at 2 is when I go live, so that my kids are not here to disrupt anything and be loud, because they are very loud. My two boys, they can be loud. So this works out good. Nobody's, the kids aren't home to bother me and to be loud and to disrupt, so this is when I do it. So if you're catching the replay later, I'm sorry you couldn't catch me live, but it's cool that Instagram has it where we can watch it for 24 hours. Also, if you stay on for the whole video, remind me to save this video. The other cool thing about Instagram is you can save your lives, and I want to remember to do that so that I can upload it to my blog as well, because this is also going to be a blog post. 7:05 in the evening. Okay, cool. So you are ahead of us. Okay, cool. All right, so let's get right into it because I don't want to keep you guys here too long. Today I want to talk about balance as a wife, as a mom, and as an entrepreneur, small business owner, crocheter. You know, whether you're a designer or you have an Etsy shop and you fulfill orders or whatever it is that you do, balance is hard. Like, it's hard, and it's something that a lot of people ask. I feel like women mostly, they're like, how do you balance it all? How do you do it all? And there is no right answer, I guess, or there is. To me, I consider balance just not attainable. And that's one of the things I want to talk about. Like, is balance even possible? Like, is that a real thing? And to me, in my life, no. I guess the easiest way to say it is no. Balance is not like balance, like when you think about a scale, like true balance does not happen in this house. Maybe some other people do, but for me, it just doesn't. For our family, it just doesn't balance. But we make it work. And I don't know if you guys know this, but my husband also runs a business. So we are fully self-employed. Like, I have 2 brothers blankets and he has his business. So it's hard. Like, and we have 2 kids and 2 dogs. It's hard sometimes. Like, things can be chaotic and crazy. And he has customers and I have customers. And so it's just like, sometimes, you know, the customer needs you or whatever, especially for his job. His is more of a service type job. So balance doesn't exactly happen. But what I want to talk about and to eventually put into a blog post is what I think can be in place of balance. So for me, for us, I would say, we prioritize. We prioritize and we plan. And those are like the main things that we do to get to as close to balance as we can. We prioritize family time. My family is first, period. My husband and my 2 boys come first. And that's how, you know, most families are. So if one of the boys are sick, work has to wait. If something happened to Brian, my husband, he was in a car accident, you know what I mean, like, work comes first. If Brian needed to do something for his business, or he was sick or something, like, to where he needed help with his business, work would wait. Like, my 2 brothers blankets would have to wait. Like, we prioritize in that way, but also in, like, when are we going to do this? Okay, this is the priority. This is whatever. Let's see, like date night. We try to have a date night once a month. It's a lot harder now because we've moved and we don't have family, but that's priority. And so we schedule that in, like, once a month we are going, and like, we've even gotten to where now we've told our babysitter, we need you to come on the first Friday or Saturday or whatever. It's looking like it's going to be Fridays, but of the month, and that's going to be date night. And so we've already got it planned in and scheduled, so it's prioritized. And that's just how I think we make it work. We sometimes, and that's why I say true balance is not a thing, because sometimes work has to come over the family. And I don't mean that in like a negative way, or like, you know, I'm working my butt off instead of spending time with my family. No, but sometimes my husband has to go fit. He's a pool guy, basically. He does servicing for pool. He cleans pools, he services pools, he repairs. He does all kinds of stuff with pools. So sometimes somebody's pool is going to mess up, and he's got to go fix it. I mean, it could be leaking or whatever. So he has to go do that. And so sometimes he might miss dinner with the family. We try to have dinner with the family together every night around the table. But sometimes that might happen. Sometimes he has to work on Saturdays. Sometimes I have to work on Saturdays. Next week might be one of those weeks because my son has a dentist appointment and I have a meeting and stuff like that. So sometimes work comes first. Sometimes, but we try to keep family first. But we also have to plan that and prioritize that in ways that it's possible. Because when you run a business, especially my business is like, 99% online, work never goes away. Like, I have to prioritize when I shut off my phone and when I leave it in the bedroom plugged in and not on it constantly, because there's always an email or a question or a notification. And I mean, I love to be there for my customers, which is another reason that balance is hard. Like, when you love your job, you can tend to match your priorities or get your priorities a little off sometimes. So, and I'll talk about that more in a minute, but I love I love to be there for my customers, but I have to be there for my family too. So I have to shut it off at some point. And so running your own business, sometimes work has got to come first, but sometimes family's got to come first. And knowing when to prioritize it and what to prioritize is very important to us. So what we do to make those priorities balance or work and make it so we are not in chaos all the time is we plan. Let's see what everyone's saying. I don't have kids yet and unable to work at the moment, but my fiance and I do the same thing to try and balance things out. Yes. Mrs. Coops 44, did I say that right? We've always made the effort to have dinner with our children from the day they started weaning. Yes, we do try to have dinner around the table. That's one thing we prioritize. I'll get into it more when we plan. That's part of the plan. Do you guys know Rachel Hollis from Girl Wash Your Face, her book? If you haven't read it, you should. She's amazing. She's so motivating, and I've just recently read her book, and we've just recently started listening to her podcast. She has a podcast, and her and her husband have a podcast. It's called Rise, and then the husband and wife one is Rise Together. I love them. But what they do and what we now do is every Sunday evening we plan out our week. I mean, to an entirety. I have this big old planner, and I write everything down from my crochet pattern releases to my blog post releases to my kid's dentist appointment. Like, we plan it for the whole week, and what we do is I write down what we have going on, like appointment-wise or meeting-wise or whatever, and then he writes down if he's got a repair scheduled or something else scheduled or meeting, and then we figure out who's picking who up, who's dropping who off. We figure out dinner for every single night. We meal plan, basically. And what else do we do? We just discuss it. I don't know. We just discuss it. And this planner either is on our desk, which is like off of our kitchen. The office is like off of our kitchen, or it's on the kitchen counter, like for all of us to see. And so we plan like every detail that we can. And now unexpected things happen, but we do try to plan as much as possible. So what that looks like in like a regular day-to-day is I bring the boys to school so that Brian can go to work early. We live in Florida. It's hot. He wants to get to work as early as possible, just as the sun's coming up, so that he is not like sweating to death all day, which he is anyway, but he's done before the like real heat of the day. And so then so I bring them to school. He picks them up. So then I have from like 9 to 5, well, some days 4 or 5, to work. So that gives me almost a full-time schedule, kind of, to work. And then while he's at work, and then he goes a little bit earlier than me, because I take the boys to school. Then he picks them up most days. He picks them up. He also takes them to their extracurricular activities. They've just started martial arts, so he takes them there 3 days a week. And what I do is I finish up my work. Sorry if you guys hear my dogs. They're being loud. I know. You want to be outside. He takes them to the martial arts, and then I clean up, cook dinner, get all that done. I cook and get everything that needs to be like housework done while they're at martial arts. I finish up my work most days, and then I cook dinner. So that's how we make it work. And he has certain things, like he does one night a week he helps at church with the lights, and so I have to cook dinner, and he has to leave as soon as dinner's over, and so I put him to bed, and most of the time we kind of tag team putting them to bed and all that. And then we also prioritize after dinner, and once the boys are in bed, that's our time. That's me and him. Most of the time we're just watching TV, or we talk, or whatever. Me and him together. Husband and wife time. That's time for us. And so we just make that a priority. If we're sitting on the couch watching TV, I'll crochet. Yeah, why not? But if not, if we're talking or whatever, I leave work alone. Like, I put my phone up. So that's just something that really has helped us a ton. Just recently, since school started, we've been doing it probably close to a month now, but with school starting, it helps a ton, is to plan out as much as possible for the week. And I know that, like, Rachel Hollis is where we got the idea from. They do like weekly, and then they do quarterly and yearly if they can. Like, they try to plan ahead as much as possible. Now they're running their own business too. Lucy, hold on. And so they have a lot more going on. So, and they have a lot more kids. They have double the kids we have. They have 4 kids. So, but that idea has been so helpful. So definitely planning is huge to help with the balance, if that's what I hate calling it that, because it's not really balance, because sometimes I do have to work on Saturdays, and sometimes he has to work on Saturdays, sometimes work has to wait. So I mean, it's hard to truly balance it, but this helps us get as close as possible. And the third thing is Lucy, sorry guys, outsourcing. This is not something we really do yet, but it is one of my goals. As 2 business owners, I would really like to have a housekeeper. One of my goals is to have, not a housekeeper like here every day. Girl, come here. Here every day cleaning my house for me, but like once a month someone to come in and like deep clean my house. That is Lucy, no. That is one of my goals, like to seriously have someone to like deep clean, do all the nitty-gritty stuff that I can't do, and that I don't have time to do, really. That's one of my goals. Another one of my goals, Lucy, leave her, is, they're playing, is to have, possibly by next summer, a nanny or a part-time nanny that can, this summer I worked a lot, and so we did a lot of fun things, but the boys, girl, come here. The boys also, we sat at home a lot while I worked. Come here. And so, I would love to be able to afford a nanny part-time, or send them to camp part-time. A couple weeks out of the summer. So they're not just sitting at home while I'm trying to get work done. And I have no shame in that. And if you judge me, I'm sorry, but it's okay to outsource, I feel like. I feel like it's a good goal to have, or a good plan to have. When you can't do it all, and we can't do it all, it's a good plan to outsource. Get the help. If you need I've had an assistant, a social media assistant, like to help do that, because that would just got to be too much. So I feel like, sorry guys, the dogs. I feel like outsourcing is really a good way to help with all the things. I don't know. Let's see what everyone says. Organized chaos. Yes, true. Let's see. Yes, God first, family, and the rest in just blessings. Single mom of 8. Wow, but everybody gets busy. Thank you. Yes, you are doing great too. Let me see. I gotta scroll a little to see. Hi, everyone. Hi, Miramar Woods. Let's see. Schedules are super important. I live by mine. Yes, me too. I couldn't do it without a schedule. I was scheduling myself, like especially like planned design releases and stuff like that. But now my husband's on board too, and we do it together, and it's so helpful. And then my last point I have for my blog post, this is going to transfer over to a blog post, so don't worry if you like we're trying to take notes or trying to think of, listen to what I'm saying. I'm going to transfer it over into a blog post so you can easily see it. But another thing is to just be flexible, and this is probably the hardest for me. Lucy, I hear you. The hardest for me is to when I can't work, when the boys are home or the boys are sick or whatever, and I can't get the work done that I really want to get done, I gotta be flexible sometimes. Like sometimes the priorities change, or the way things go change a little bit as far as like work when your kids need you. Sometimes your kids are going to need you, and sometimes another point I made in the blog post is sometimes your kids are going to need you just to like hold space for them and be there for them when they're going through something, or when they just need their mama. Some days we just sit and watch movies and they just need their mama. And so I have to be flexible in that, and I have to be mindful enough to know that, okay, today I need to spend time with the kids. The kids need me. They're feeling, I don't know, however they're feeling, and I gotta put the work aside. She does say I'm hogging the camera. She's really saying let me outside. That's what she's saying. She is the most vocal dog I have ever known. She will let you know. But anyways, yeah, so being flexible is just extremely important when you're busy and you're trying to run a business or whatever. I mean, this can pertain to like stay-at-home moms who don't run a business or who don't have anywhere to be other than to take care of their kids. Like, I don't know. I was a stay-at-home mom. I consider myself a work-at-home mom now, but I was a stay-at-home mom the entire time my kids were babies. And even that was hard to balance. I mean, some days the laundry did not get done. Some days the kids did not nap, so housework didn't get done, or whatever other projects I wanted to work on didn't get done. So balance, I mean, that's just something that all women, moms, parents, dads, all of us, we have to just learn to, I don't know, roll with, and we have to embrace the non-balance of it all. I don't even know what the word is. But there are ways to make it easier on yourself. There are ways to get things done. Now, I do have kids in school, so it would look a little bit different if you have little bitties at home. But even like scheduling in work during their nap time, making yourself a list of what you want to get done during nap time or whatnot. I know when the boys were younger and Isaac was still at home, my youngest, my husband would watch them in the afternoons after he was home. He would take them and watch them so that I could get work done. And so, Lucy's just ruining this whole video. So he would watch them so that I could work. So I didn't get to work as much as I do now, but I was able to work. So you just got to do what works for you and your family. You got to schedule things and plan them and prioritize them, and just know that when it doesn't work out the way you want it to, you just got to be flexible and go with the flow sometimes. And yeah, we hear you, Lucy. We all hear you. And so, yeah, that's how I feel about balance. I don't really think it's a possibility in true form, but I definitely think that it can be made easier. You don't have to live in total chaos if you work from home or run a business or just any part of work outside the home, any of it. So does anybody have any questions for me? Let her out. We will wait. She'll be okay. She's just been out. She wants to go out and run and chase lizards, so she'll be okay. I'll let her out in a minute. Let's see. Prioritizing and focusing on the godly order of my home, organizing and planning, all bring calm to the chaos. Yes. When you have that, your priorities set straight, whatever they may be, set the way you want them to be, there is a peace that comes with it. There is a calm that comes with it. You feel in control more, I feel like. When I schedule that week out, I feel more in control. So it just helps. It helps me to feel more motivated and in control and ready for my week. Let's see, definitely outsourcing. I have housekeeping once per month and it makes a huge difference. Yes, that is my goal. That is like major goal. Come here, come here. That is a major goal for me. I mean, I literally have it wrote down. The planner I have has goals for you can set for the beginning of the month. And so that's one of my goals is to, I don't know if it'll happen this month, probably not. Go buy my patterns. Maybe I can get a housekeeper. Probably soon though, in the next couple of months, I will be hiring a housekeeper just to help. And then by summer, which we just started the school year, so I've got a long time to get ready for that. I want to find a nanny. I just do. I don't want my kids sitting at home in front of the TV every day. Like, I'm not one of these mamas that are like, no, it's no screen time. But, and they don't play video games and stuff. But, so we try to keep them away from screens sometimes, but sometimes that's just what you gotta do. Like, sometimes you just gotta stick them in front of the TV, or at least that's how it works at our house. So, but I would like for them to be able to do more fun things while I'm still being able to work in the summertime. So that's a huge goal of mine. So we'll see. I'll let you know. I'll keep you updated on next summer if I'm going to have a part-time nanny or not. But anyways, so I'm going to go let the doggies out because they are still whining. But let me know how you balance your life. I would love to know. I would love to be able to put it in the blog post. Let me know if you have any questions. Even if I'm off, it'll send it to my inbox, I believe. So you can ask me any questions you have, or let me know how you balance, any tips or tricks you have to keep the chaos at bay, I guess you could say. Yeah, and let me know if you have any topics you would love to talk about on Tuesdays. So I will be back next Tuesday at 2 p.m. I don't know what the topic's going to be yet. I should probably figure that out, but I'm excited. I love doing these like focused live segments because they help me stay motivated too, and I hope they help you guys. So I will see you guys next week. Bye guys. Yes, thanks you sweet Seattle Panda. I'm gonna save the video as soon as I hit end. Thank you. Bye guys.